We had a bit of a rebellion last night. I thought it was a lot of fun. I'm sure Gary did too. Gotta mention one major problem off the top. The busted open, stoned as fuck pre-show. That, oh my god. Well, we'll get back to that in a minute, but I just want to throw out there. BQ for the pre-shows. I'm pretty sure he can travel. He knows wrestling. He obviously knows Impact more than anyone. Him and Gia would kill it. Okay, what's up, Gary?
Not too much, Jay. I did notice coming out of the Rebellion pay-per-view, though. I did feel coming out of the show like the three women Fatal Influence. I feel like they could be a nice successor to the Elegance team to take the straps off them. There's something about them. They got that beautiful people vibe to me.
Yeah.
And I love that doesn't hurt that I also love their theme song. So.
Sorry, breaking news. I wrote an article last week about Chelsea Green, a photo that I resurfaced. I posted it on Twitter first, and then I made an article about it. So, I mean, I didn't lie. It was a picture that resurfaced of Chelsea Green and Chasen Rance, convicted child sex abuser. And Booker T, I've also written about him. He's involved. Chelsea was ignored during WrestleMania week. They quickly removed the title from her on SmackDown. And a day later, she tweeted, "Goodbye for now, WWE. This is my farewell address." Everyone's saying she's done with the company. That was fucking me. Me. I got that. She is now, her scalp is now next to Scott D'Amore, Gail Kim, maybe Booker T, who hasn't tweeted in 7 days after hanging out with the same convicted pedophile a month ago. I messaged WWE. He's my line. I knew they would take out Chelsea. I knew they would. Because she's a woman that they've already taken out that talk shit about them. Remember the whole garbage thing? They throw her shit in the garbage? Or it was Mickey James and she came out like, oh, they're trash, blah, blah, blah. She's going to do the same shit with her fucking loser husband who had no right being on that show last night, just like Busted Open had no right being on that show. I never want to see him again. Enabler. You mentioned. Does he ever come to her defense? Never. I've never seen it on Twitter. You know what he's going to tweet? Hey, WWE, can I get a job now that my wife doesn't have one? That piece of shit.
Well, and it seems like to me Chelsea's not very comfortable ever being in a promotion. It seems like she goes through this cycle. She'll be there for like 2-3 years, and then she'll do something to offset her career or do something stupid.
She can't stop talking. That's her biggest problem. Like she made this. She was fighting with fans about transgender because somebody bashed a transgender talent, and I'm like, yeah, you worked with and you were very close with Giselle and Scott. Giselle is transgender, getting fucked by Scott or was fucking Scott. She was there, and she had the audacity and hypocrisy to fucking abuse fans about, oh, you can't say anything bad about a transgender. Guess what? There are some bad transgenders, just like there's bad women wrestlers like you, Chelsea. Just like there's bad people out there, like Booker T and Busted Open and Dave LaGreca, who screams like a girl over WWE. I guess they didn't get paid enough for him to put on his screamy, whining girl voice last night.
And a number of people in the venue for last night's, Sunday night show there, Rebellion, weren't they yelling at Tessa? They were calling you're a racist or something.
Last night? That's funny. I didn't actually hear that. I
want to say that's what they said. I heard a chant at one point. Maybe I'm wrong out there tonight. Maybe somebody can tell me what exactly.
Because I actually said to Robles, wow, no racist chants today. But
I did hear
how was the crowd for you?
I thought at first they were okay. I thought, as the night went on, they got better. But I did love.
Is it fair to say they were loud sometimes, and other times they were pretty dead?
Yeah, and I think that goes into the California fan base, really, because, we didn't really travel too much to California. And when we have, I know in the past we don't sell good, we don't have a good turnout. And then
the crowd looked great.
Yeah, they definitely are. But that I think, me as a Lakers fan, I know when Lakers play at home, they're a good crowd, but they're not
like because they're LA people. Yeah, I get it.
You know what I mean?
Basically, you're trying to say LA people are phonies in a nice way.
Probably, yeah, in more or less a way. Or more or less there for the glamour of the event.
Yeah. So you mentioned Fatal Influence. Fallon Henley, if you don't know, former NXT World Champion. I don't think World Champion. I don't think call it World, but she was the Women's Champion. That was her first time wrestling, I believe, for TNA. Fallon, JC Jane, and Jasmine Nix.
Yeah.
Awesome, gorgeous, like Gary said. Like, I wish we could keep them, but we probably can't. They defeated Li Ying Lee, Rosemary, and Zia Brookside. But I love this because the story was Rosemary and Zia. The story wasn't really about Fatal Influence. You know what I mean? They were just there. Rosemary, who we said last week, like, is she fucking with Zia? Yes, she is. And I think it's funny. Like, Rosemary's finally doing something that makes sense. She's being confusing, and she's evil, and it makes sense, so. Did Gary know who Shane Haste is?
Oh, yeah, TMDK.
Oh, you do know him, man.
Yeah.
Okay, do you know he works for New Japan?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's what I was just going to say. And then he used to be with his partner there. What was it?
I was going to say, do you know the other guy's name?
Oh,
was it TMDK?
No, it was, well, that's the
the Mighty Don't Kneel, right?
Yeah, but I want to say...
Oh, there's a group, yeah, sorry. Okay, is it...
Yeah, there's...
Bad Dude Tito.
Yes, that's exactly who
wow,
it is.
Zack Sabre Jr. is part of this group?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Jesus, can we get him?
Yeah, I know, that's what I mean. Like, why, if we can't bring in, like, what was that team with Danny Luna? What was it called? Subculture? If we can't bring them in, why not bring Team A, as our unit? And,
Wait a minute, who was with Danny on Subculture?
Mark, what was his name?
No, I mean, who's the girl? It was the same girl, though?
Yeah, it was Danny Luna.
Okay.
Yeah.
So why'd they change the name? Why'd they change the name to Subculture?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I know.
There's still Subculture. I mean, without the guy, right?
I wonder if it's like trademarked or something. And they can't touch it.
Yeah, it might have been his.
No.
Okay, so this is the pre-show first. Elijah defeated Shane Haste. Man, Elijah comes off like a star, no?
Oh,
I feel like he is a real musician, where Hendry's like a comedy musician. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I mean, that's the thing with Elijah. Say his career winds down in wrestling. I mean, I'm sure he could do, make enough names to tour if,
Yeah, totally. I would watch him. Like, I usually hate things like this. Like, I love when this guy comes out. His songs are better than Hendry's. Like, I don't care what anyone says. Hendry has funny joke songs, but this guy has actual fucking songs that I don't know if he's writing himself.
Yeah, and I think with him, he's more like kind of like punch, like a rock, a southern rock kind of.
Yeah, I love him.
Kind of music. Henry's more of a, I guess you could say like a pop mixed with guitar, that kind of thing. You know what I mean? He's not a
totally like a pop, pop, exactly, pop star. Okay, main show begins. Moose defeats Vikingo, Navarro, Francis Cardona, and Sidney Akeem. Was this the match with the oh my god, okay. This is the Legon Slater match. That's what I'm gonna call it.
Oh yeah.
Good God. Are you kidding me? I wrote that was similar to Elix Skipper. Is that fair? Is that too much? I mean
Sidney Akeem?
Yeah. No.
Leon Slater.
Leon Slater jumping off the top of the
Oh yeah, definitely. I could see similarities to that for sure. I thought it was
a 450 swanton off the top of Ultimate X? He looked so high. I hope he didn't get hurt though, because they didn't do a good job of catching him.
No, I know. I see Moose. I know this is supposed to be like, we're not supposed to see this stuff, but I looked over at Moose and he was like, "You're okay, right, dude?"
Yeah. I said to my brother, and he goes, "Jesus, his head bashed against the ground." And I watched it again. I'm like, "Oh!"
Yeah, I see Moose get scared. Like,
but he's okay. He's tweeting today, so he's fine.
Yeah.
Slater lost. I mean, I totally thought they were going to pull the trigger here. I don't know why they didn't. I'll be honest. I don't know why they didn't. They keep mentioning his youngest person thing. We know he's signed.
Yeah.
What's the holdup?
That, and I noticed Sidney Akeem, he's getting a lot of hate with our fan base, and I don't understand it.
Yeah,
The guy's
why?
mega talented.
Seriously, this guy, why? He showed up and he's a great wrestler. And
I mean, he's doing
if he was
spots.
If he was an AEW, he'd be an AEW star already.
Yeah, and like I don't understand it because I think he did it in there just as good.
No, they want Speedball. They want They want Speedball back. That's these old fucking TNA fans, man. Like I'm sure they would have liked the show better if Scott was there, which is just it's so psychotic. It is beyond psychotic. Like, what did this man do to you? You know what I mean? What did these people do to you that you're so amazingly loyal? There's a picture of him in pajamas with the walking weapon and his wife with a child in the middle. That is so freaky. And I'm the nice guy who never mentioned the child being in the middle of fucking that.
And I'm glad that TNA is letting Casey Navarro bring out more of his character. He's coming off even more like a Juventud Guerrero.
Oh, he looked great again. That dude flies. Him and Navarro. No, I'm sorry. Him, Akeem and Slater. That could be the future of the friggin'.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Those dudes, like Casey moves at like a different speed as everyone else. He looks like he's like Sonic. You know what I mean? Like he just flies. So Moose got the win with Alicia. 15 minutes, very great opening match, I would say. Then the knockouts.
We might want to mention that Moose at one point wanted her to scale, or she did scale the structure.
Oh, Alicia.
And she got halfway over, and then she kind of like got
the goddamn.
scared.
I'm sorry. She's the greatest. She's the goddamn greatest.
Yeah, it was definitely planned because I know she could have made it in the middle.
Oh wait, okay. This was the one with the shitty ending. Okay.
Yeah.
First off, I saw a lot of people questioning this. Has it ever been a rule where you need to land on the ground with the title?
It has.
Until last night. Okay.
Yeah, it has, but
haven't we seen people hold? Haven't we seen people like hanging on there holding the title, and that's how it ends with the cool picture of them?
Yeah. Hey, the thing is, the problem what I didn't like about this, I mean, Moose did technically get it, but in a way, he didn't because the way I look at it is Slater landed with his feet flat on the surface while holding the title. Even if he wasn't holding it fully, it was like a football thing to me. Yeah, it was very floppy. Now, I watched it again. I know what they were trying to do. They were trying to have the title be in the air. Yeah. And then Moose catches the title and he's holding it. Maybe that works, but I still think once you rip that title, whoever unstraps the title should be the champion. And people have pointed out in the past that has been the case. Yeah. And sometimes they say you have to land with it, which I'm sorry, that's stupid. That's just really, really stupid. I honestly think too they were trying to create a controversy because then Leon Slater say that. It could have. I bet you they still use that. You know what I mean? Like they can still make it a controversial moment. I mean, it is. It's probably more controversial since it didn't work correctly. Like I was trying to play it back in my mind. Like Moose is supposed to hit him with the spear as he's coming down, and then the title's supposed to go into the air. Like that's like something you need CGI for. You can't do that in a live show. Like that's so hard to do. But whatever. Yeah. I mean, whatever. It wasn't the worst ending. And to me, the whole goddamn match was about that Slater move. Okay, Knockouts World Championship. I was surprised here. Thought they were going to pull the trigger on again. I don't know. Maybe they're never going to pull any triggers. I thought Gigi and Tatum were going to win. They've been winning a lot at WWE and NXT. But also, I mean, I love Ash. I like the fact that Ash got the win, you know what I mean? Without her team. And now she could be like, I'm the one who runs this team, you know what I mean? Yeah, thanks to Maggie Lee. Yeah, Maggie Lee. Helping. I didn't even catch that. Did you catch that at first? Oh, with her holding on to her? Yeah, I didn't even. It's the replay. I didn't essentially, but then I did. What the hell is she doing in that corner over there? Like, oh. And then I thought this one was a little too obvious. Ace, the Rascals, and Waltman defeating the System. I feel like once you put Waltman there, that was a win. Oh, yeah, me too. But really fun match. The DX stuff. Oh, totally, yeah. Yeah, and people were like, there's tweets like, DX is actually in a WWE ring. Like, it's just super cool. Fun match. Macklin defeated EY. Yeah. This was like 9 minutes, and I don't know. I honestly don't remember much about this match. What did you think? I mean, let's see. Someone gave it a 5. Okay, I'm looking at Cage Match. It got a 5.5. The next batch got a 9.1, which is Santana. So. Oh yeah, I definitely would say this was not a very memorable match. Not because of Macklin. I just kind of feel like I don't know. I just feel like the styles are too similar, like Eric Young and Steve Macklin, where Macklin's a little bit more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
agree. You got to put Macklin against like a smaller guy, and Eric Young versus a bigger guy. Like they're kind of too similar. Yep, I agree. But Macklin gets his first win as a TNA International Champion. That was cool. Santana Ali, holy shit. I think I wrote that Slater stole the show, and then I think Ali stole it back.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah,
I cannot say enough about this guy. We said it last. We say it every week. Yesterday, did you see what did he do? He did a 450 through a table?
Yeah, and then both men bled for this match, too, so, I mean, that's bonus points for me.
Like, no disrespect to Santana, but Ali is just, he's on another level. I would put him in the world title scene soon. That's how good he is.
Oh, Ali and Santana? Or
Ali. I would put Ali in the world title mix.
Oh, yeah, definitely. You know, like, if we can get matches like that.
Fucking good.
Especially if he's willing to put his body on the line like
totally,
that.
Yeah.
I mean,
and it was the same guy. I think we both were like, I wish we could. I want to find the podcast when he showed up, because I guarantee me and Gary were like, not excited.
Surprisingly, he got, because of his really heel work, he did get some pretty good chance here against Mike Santana, which I was kind of surprised. I thought it would be highly...
And I feel like he's making Santana more of a star.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, just amazing. Great match. This might have been the match of the night. I'm not sure. I would have to look.
I'm right there with you.
This was close. I mean, I'm looking through the matches. Yeah, okay. I mean, the Ultimate Axe was very good. Then I think this one was much better. Wait, what's the other match I really liked a lot? It wasn't the final match. It wasn't the Tessa match was good, but she lost, which made me want to punch a wall. The Ultimate X, but okay, yeah. No, you're right. This was the match of the night. Santana Ali.
Yeah.
Based on factual evidence at cagematch.net. Got a 9.1.
I'm just going to say it was almost a 20-minute match.
19 minutes, 26 seconds. Yeah. Longest match of the night. 10 minutes longer than some matches, jeez. 10 minutes longer than the Macklin match. Kind of.
You know what I thought at one point when they were down the entranceway, headed, like down to the lobby where you get like food and drink or whatever. When I seen all of the security for Ali coming in there, I was thinking the Matrix, remember when all those same
totally.
guys were trying to tackle Keanu Reeves? I just
totally. Were you expecting Hotch, or who was it? Skyler that got stolen?
Oh, Sky. Yeah, I don't know. I
thought he was going to turn, no?
Yeah, I definitely thought there might be a chance that maybe he'd get, like, a chance to hit him and then he'd, like, maybe back away. But I don't know if they're just trying to say he's still too, like, heelish right now. But
yeah. I mean, he did get taken, like the movie Taken, so it's not like you turn face after you get taken.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, then Masha Tessa. Oh, man. This was a really good match. I thought it would be. I mean, great job by Jesus, Masha, the champ. I mean, I'll be honest. I didn't think Masha could hang with Tessa. I'll be honest. She did.
Well,
I think Tessa carried a bit, but
I did in a way because I figured all the years that she's wrestled in GCW and stuff with the hardcore stuff, I thought maybe she could there.
Yeah.
But at the same token, I'm surprised they went this way with it because she just won. The last pay-per-view, or like it wasn't a pay-per-view, it was like a quasi.
This worries me a lot about the future of Tessa with TNA.
Yeah.
I already said she's not on. Oh shit! Arizona Impact tapings in June.
Oh well, would that just be announced?
Against all odds, June, Pittsburgh. No Masha. I'm sorry, Masha again. She's not on any more. What are they called? Posters, flyers.
But it did show her. Yeah, that plug vignette thing they did.
Yeah, you mentioned she was at what, Under Siege?
Yeah, at Under Siege. It's in 23rd of this month.
Maybe they didn't actually sign her yet. Maybe this was like a test. That's what I also thought. Yeah. You know what I mean? Well, you go out there, tap out, do the job, and she did.
Yeah, and do it with
I don't know. I hate her tapping.
No, I do too. I think I've hated that ever since I was always a big Hulk Hogan fan,
Totally.
and like when the time I had Hulk Hogan face Kurt Angle, he tapped out.
Oh, really?
I'm like, Hogan just don't tap out.
Wow, really? Wow,
you know what I mean?
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah,
and she tapped quickly.
Yeah.
I mean, let her fight a little. You know what I mean? Let her struggle a little. I felt like that was a message that they sent to her.
It's pretty tough to see your hero tap, and when they're going indestructible. You know what I mean?
Especially when I feel like we know she's the better one.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But it's like it's not a knock on Masha. She did great, but like I don't know. I kept saying during the match, I'm talking to Robles. I'm like, dude, look at the way she moves. I always say she moves like a. I don't know how to say it nicer. She moves like a man in the ring. She wrestles like a man. She has the anger of a man. Like I've never seen anyone wrestle like her as a woman.
And honestly, I think people would care even more so about Masha, but the creative had really very little.
Oh, totally, yeah. She doesn't have a character. But sorry, hang on, we fucked up. We missed some big news.
Oh, okay.
Indy Hartwell crossed the line.
Oh, yeah.
Indy Hartwell has signed. Not only did she sign, they already have a T-shirt for her.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that, too. Yeah, I thought that's pretty neat. They must already do it long before the pay-per-view, I'm guessing.
And then, one more. Trick Williams, he gets involved in the title match. Shawn Michaels put a tweet out this morning saying Joe Hendry is invited to NXT this week, to get whatever.
I mean, I can't really blame him because Joe Hendry did say on NXT, he goes, I was in WrestleMania in front of 60,000.
Okay. Oh, you did say that. Okay. That was also nice. They got to play WrestleMania clips.
Yeah. Yeah, he goes, I was in front of 60,000 fans while you were in the stands.
Yeah, and I mean, yeah. So who's the face? So who's the face there? You know what I mean? Is he becoming too much of a dick?
Yeah, that's kind of dick. And embarrassing.
I like it. No, I like it though, and because I mean, I do like that. I mean, I think it keeps Hendry as like this kind of face that's also kind of in the middle that like does dickish things because maybe he's getting a big head. Like even when he lost at WrestleMania, he did it because he was fucking taunting.
Yeah.
Okay. Nemeth beat the Hardies. Again, this terrifies me. Absolutely terrifies me as a fan. Did you hear the pop again for the Hardies?
Yep.
Loudest of the night. No one close.
Yeah.
It was nonstop. These guys come out. It's non-fucking stop. They lost the titles, though, and again, they're not on any upcoming, promotional material.
I did read some.
Plus, we know the WWE thing.
Hardies are there through the end of summer. That's what somebody was reporting. I can't remember who said that.
Don't forget the WWE thing.
Yeah.
Matt literally said, we're going to be in WWE at some point this year. Like, he didn't say we're leaving, but it probably is going to turn out.
The Hardies, no matter where they go, they don't even really need those titles.
That too. So maybe they have a match against like Bully and what's his name?
Yeah,
because they've been talking about that for a long time. Maybe SummerSlam they do a match like that. You know what I mean? So it gets the titles off them, which they don't need because this would be like a an all-star kind of match. Like you can't have titles involved in something like that. It would just be stupid. Then what? Two retired people going to win the titles?
Yeah, then I want to say they said Ryan Nemeth is older than he looks or something too. I can't remember.
Oh, how great is Nemeth? How great is he?
Yeah. I know. I was kind of happy for him to get the title. You know what I mean? To be fair, I mean,
it's so weird because he's a heel. It's like he's got to be the only heel that I feel like is.
Yeah, it's definitely a very brave decision to take the straps off the Hardys, but then at the same token, I mean, you're not just talking about Nick Nemeth is a very talented.
That's what I was just going to say. Again, people have to.
It's also very believable.
Yeah, again, people have to give Nick Nemeth fucking the props that he deserves. Christ, he's Dolph Ziggler. Do people not remember that? He's fucking Dolph Ziggler. He was a top WWE guy whenever he wanted to be at all times. He was so good, like they would just move him around to face every fucking top guy.
And you could also argue that the Hardys are kind of like on the back end of their career.
Oh yeah, totally.
So it's kind of like the Rock and Roll Express and NWA. They put the straps on them, but is it really surprising that a team that's like maybe in their 20s, 30s defeat them? You know what I mean?
They can't have titles forever.
No, definitely not. And they have public appearances and
this show. Also, this show needed a title change. It wasn't going to be Eric Young. It wasn't going to be fucking. Well, I thought it should have been. I thought it should have been Slater, but whatever. Or maybe Gigi and Tatum. Like we're getting to the point where I guess there's never going to be a title change. You know what I mean? With NXT and TNA. And I don't know. What do you think about the world title match? Hendry was my third choice to win, but then I realized what an idiot I was afterwards. This guy was just at WrestleMania. He was never losing this. He was never losing this match.
I would almost put this on the level of last pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Remember when we had the Barbed Wire Massacre or whatever?
Yeah.
That was like a really great match.
Yeah.
Like we just come out of the. I mean, it didn't just come off the Santana and Ali match, but we had that match prior. We had such a great match in that, and then when you watch the Henry Kazarian and Ethan Page match, it kind of felt like the main event was kind of a bit lackluster. Not because it wasn't an okay or really good match. It was, it served its purpose, but it really wasn't very memorable at the same token. Other than the trick thing that happened at the end.
Well, that's my thing about Hendry. I don't think he can put on a great match. That's not him.
No.
I don't think Ethan Page can put on a great match. I've watched him for a long time. I don't think that's him either. Kazarian, sure.
At one point, I thought Frankie would go over here because they kept selling the rotator cuff thing, and I got thinking, what does Frankie have as a personal? He has a chicken wing submission.
Oh, I was thinking he has a match with. I was thinking he has a possible match with AJ Styles.
Yeah, that too. Yeah,
if you missed it, AJ Styles said he would return to TNA for a final match if it's with one of his best friends, Kazarian. So I'm like, put the fucking title on Kazarian for that AJ match, you dummies. Nothing else matters.
I do think that's going to happen, but I wonder if they're going to wait and save that for it gets closer to.
Yeah, again, like the whole. I swear to God, it's not that I forgot about WrestleMania, but it was like. There's no way Joe Hendry was going to lose after being at WrestleMania. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it would have made WWE look. It might have made WWE look bad. Like he was in WrestleMania. He wrestled Randy Orton in WrestleMania.
And sad news for Kazarian, he'll be no longer carrying that trophy anymore.
Well, is it sad news? Don't you think that's a bitch to carry around?
No, but I mean, it's
for a
second.
Yeah, I know
what I mean? Like it was his, kind of like his trademark.
I noticed NXT has a similar thing. It's called the Heritage Cup. Yeah. It's this big-ass thing. It's this big-ass thing you got to carry around.
Yeah, it's very vain.
I'm sorry, get rid of those things. Like, these are wrestlers who won something. Give them, like, a keychain or, like, something to put on their wrist.
Yeah.
I guess that wouldn't be, cool with I guess that wouldn't be a big deal with whatever else. Okay, so that was the whole show. And let me just look around for news. Damn, we're getting good at this. 27 minutes. Jesus, we're good. Joe Hendry labels TNA youngster as the next... Oh, I think you said that right. AJ Styles.
Yeah, TNA Wrestling is in talks to re-sign Ace Austin.
Oh, damn, are you fucking reading the same thing I am?
Good luck on that.
I literally just saw that one. In talks to re-sign... That's another thing, though. Like, why are they signing people if they're going to sell?
Yeah, I know. That's what I was just going to say, because we just talked about him like 2 podcasts ago, or a podcast ago, where we said Frankie might leave, and then the story breaks that they're in talks with Ace Austin, so...
What the hell is this? Rebellion review by TJR staff? What is this garbage? Where's Thompson? Oh, there. Okay, it's Thompson. My bad. 7.75 out of 10 from Thompson. Whoa. That was TNA's best PLE out of the 3 in 2025. They give us 3 matches over the 4-star mark, in my opinion.
I did that comment being thrown around, all around like different commenters saying that they thought it was their best of the year. Yeah. I don't know if I maybe put it quite on that.
Well, Thompson said best PLE, so that doesn't count the right?
Yeah.
What was the other one?
Right.
What's not a PLE? Sacrifice?
Yeah.
Wait,
I
is
don't
it?
know if they...
Wait a minute. Oh, no. Forget it. Wait. I'm thinking
I can't even remember the different ones we've done.
Oh, wait, no. Forget. Oh, they just... I'm getting confused. I'm getting confused between a premium live event and a pay-per-view, but they're the same. They're the same thing, right?
Well, I mean, I think there's the tentpole ones, and then there's the ones that...
Okay, so Rebellion, Sacrifice, Genesis.
this year TNA is like opening up their gamut of bringing back the old names and stuff. Like I wouldn't be surprised if
I think that's throwing me off. Yeah, that's throwing me off. Because I don't know which ones are the major. Okay, so this was one of the majors, though, right? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
The ones that aren't on TNA Plus are the major ones. So, like, Unbreakable was on TNA Plus, so that doesn't really count. Okay, yeah, okay, exactly. For Thompson. Okay, so Thompson wrote Genesis 7.5 out of 10, Sacrifice 7 out of 10, Rebellion 7.75 out of 10. So,
there was some bit of news, too, that we might want to mention. In Mexico, didn't they secure some kind of TV deal? I can't remember the company that it's ESPN of Mexico. Yeah, Jay's having a confidence spell there on his end, I guess.
That's a weed cough, folks. Yeah. Well, I actually didn't hear anything about that. I have no idea what you're talking about. I was going to pretend I knew what you were talking about, but no, I'm an honest guy.
Totally a Mexican audience deal, like kind of like their equivalent to ESPN.
Okay, well, I would guess they're not going to lose Tessa then.
Yeah.
I mean, she's probably a huge draw for...
Yeah, and that's why I just kind of feel like we were talking about the TV deal, or, I mentioned to you about the TV deal. I just kind of feel like TNA isn't really worried about it because they're working with the WWE, and I feel like...
Yeah, no, I totally agree. Like, it's not like... They're on multiple things right now.
Yeah.
They're everywhere. I mean, they were on WrestleMania. They're on... You'll see highlights of them on Peacock. You'll see highlights of them on Netflix.
Yeah.
Like, I agree, but also maybe they just pop on one of these days. Like, I don't know. It's just it's so confusing. Like, this fucking... Why would they not have a better TV deal? Like, we know for a fact there are better TV deals out there for them. Like, MLW, I think, got a better TV deal. Didn't they, like, with fucking whatever the fuck they were on? Or, like, NWA or...
No. Yeah.
Someone really shitty got a fucking... I mean, TNA can get on... What's that free goddamn show? That free... Tubi. I mean, I'm sure they can go on Tubi or... I mean, like, they have options. They don't want those options. So they're waiting for something, or... It's WWE. They're like, no, this is what we're doing with you.
Yeah.
But again, they're not... Like, there was never... But there was never, like, a we... Yeah. But, like, there was never, like, a we purchased TNA thing like they just did with AAA.
Yeah.
And like you said, you were talking about the AAA thing. It's so fucking confusing because it's basically still AAA, owned by WWE. Conan, who you mentioned, he is part of the creative team. He mentioned it yesterday. Okay. He said, "I'm now part of the." He's like, "I'm now part of the." He's like, "I'm still part of the creative team." He's like, "Except now it's with the WWE."
Okay, so
that fucking guy, man. He's
I know he's fallen out over something Vince McMahon did back in like '92.
Yeah, I'm sure everyone had a falling out with Vince McMahon. Everyone had a falling out with Vince McMahon. The main event triple threat match was fast paced and gave all three guys many spots to shine. I thought it was a great night of wrestling and certainly recommend those three matches. Wait, what was the other one? My favorite being Santana Ali. Yep. The show opened with one of the best Ultimate X's I can recall. That's the second one. And then the Masha match. I guess I agree. Except I didn't like the main event as much as.
No, I didn't. Yeah, I thought the technical aspects of
wow, 4 stars. Thompson gave the main event.
Oh, really?
Oh.
I thought it was just like go with the flow because we had to end the show that way.
And there was a cool ending, to be fair. After the match,
the trick thing was
Trick Williams shows up and hits a trick shot.
Yeah, definitely.
Williams was in. Oh, you just nailed the shit, man. You and Thompson. So our pal. I was right about to call Thompson Tommy Boy. Sorry, I've been calling Tom Pestock Tommy Boy. Fuck that, Tom Pestock. So I've been fighting with Tom Pestock, who is Baron Corbin, who is working for Scott D'Amore. Everything leads back to Scott D'Amore. It's amazing. It just won't go away. Okay, so yeah, he hit him with a trick shot. Then he held up the TNA title and tossed it on top of him. I thought that was badass. You know what I mean? Holding up the title and tossing it on him. Like, here you go, bitch. Like, I'll take it whenever I want.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think the people that set themselves up for somebody different are the ones that jokes on them because they read too much into the cheat sheets or whatever you want to call them.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. What did you mention earlier about that?
No, they had said that I saw someone say that they were really mad because
I think I reported this.
Never changed TNA. Never changed. They wrote somewhere that Miz was gonna. It was all in writing that he was gonna show up.
Yeah, who wrote? Where did that come from?
Huh?
Where did that come from? Does anyone know?
Oh, the complaining or the...
Oh no, hang on. I'm looking it up right now. Rebellion, TNA, The Miz.
Yeah.
Nope, that didn't. Nope, I didn't find that. You sure it was The Miz?
He have the boss or whatever, has his own boss.
Sure.
And I know that was the original.
Are we sure it was The Miz though? Are we sure it was Miz for Rebellion? I think Joe Hendry said someone who has a bus. That's what it was. Remember?
I don't really.
That's what it was. He said someone who has a bus, like a star, a WWE star big enough to have his own bus, will appear at Rebellion. That's what he said. Is that Trick Williams? Does Trick Williams have his own bus? Maybe.
Yeah, he could. I mean, to be fair, I think some people just kind of set the bar maybe a little too high.
Yeah, totally. Stop.
Maybe that's something that.
Stop listening to morons like me who think AJ is actually coming.
And really, you want to have it for Rebellion when you could have it for Bound for Glory or Slam. I would even put it for Slammiversary. You know what I mean? One of the bigger
Last night's show sold out again.
Somebody.
It's kind of like a WrestleMania thing for me, where everyone was complaining about WrestleMania, and it was the most watched, and it made the most money out of any WrestleMania. Out of any WWE show ever. So and I actually saw a journalist say WWE has lost the plot, and I wrote back with the the financials. I'm like, that's the plot, bro. It is. That's the plot. That's everything. That's
that's the thing. I laughed at people.
No one should have fun except Tony Khan.
I see people saying this Rebellion was doing a shit ton of glitches on TNA Plus.
Oh.
I guess that's...
Wait, it was on TNA Plus?
I think you can order it maybe through TNA Plus. I'm not sure. Somebody said they were having issues with it or whatever, and it was feeling there's a lot of buffering going on.
Okay. Well, that's funny. I had a similar issue, and I wasn't watching on TNA Plus, but
maybe
that's life, people. Jesus, you crybabies. There was a few glitches for a few seconds, you little girls.
But at the same token, TNA just got all that shit ton of money. You know what I mean? They're gonna fix. They're gonna fix.
Also, sorry, I absolutely fucking hated this. Moose wrestling twice.
Yeah, I didn't like that either.
What was that?
I would have honestly brought in a cologne or something.
Put in any. Oh my god! What the fuck? Holy shit! What happened to the fucking colognes? Holy shit! Wow. I tweeted before about how easily people forget about things. Booker T hasn't tweeted in a week. Booker T hasn't tweeted in a week. Nobody cares. Chelsea Green is going to disappear. No one cares.
It would have been a cool thing to bring into Rebellion for a bit of a surprise. You could say the Colognes can't wrestle, but they sent their brother Carlito.
Oh, totally.
You know what I mean? How cool would that be?
I cannot believe they got that quickly. Jesus Christ. I can't believe they got removed that fast from television. And I can't believe we didn't even notice. That's how pointless. That's how shitty they were.
It's next man. Like I said, it's always been next man up with TNA. A lot of promotions can't say that.
But I feel like Scott would have kept these fuckers on TV for a year. You know what I mean?
He would have felt safe having them on it.
Exactly. He just that's what he did. It didn't matter if they were over or not. If he had someone, he would just fucking Jake something. Does the world miss Jake something winning and losing every now and then?
No, and then he had such a generic Tron. It was something, and it was always this black and white thing. At least with Macklin, he's did things with his look.
Yeah, totally.
He's made himself better.
And I swear, I'm sorry, Jake something has the worst name ever. I'm not sorry, but it's such a joke name that
Yeah, it's terrible.
it's such a joke name that, like, you know what I mean? Like, people will say Jake something what? You know what I mean? And, like, you're never going to remember his name, like, if he's a star. But whatever, he's not a star. I don't even know what I'm talking about him.
Right?
Yeah, exactly. So, good show. I'm really excited for the live Impact this week. I don't know. I'm just in this weird spot in the middle where it's like I'm worried, but, like, you know what I mean? About TNA's future, but, like, there's nothing we can do. So, why even worry? Like, this was a good show. I mean, we got a cool thing going with... We got a good thing going with WWE. It's just like it's scary. Like, and I said in the beginning, like, you know, it's gonna probably end badly because it's WWE, but I don't know.
Well, they're obviously still investing to some degree because they're bringing in people like Sean Waltman and you know, and things like
even
that.
Busted Open. If I hate them, they're
and then they got like this.
They do have fans.
The crowd they had like former horror queen Barbara Crampton.
Oh yeah, oh man, yeah, dude. I'm shocked you didn't mention her earlier.
Up the first time.
Then they had somebody really lame. I forgot who it was.
Yeah, they went to show Barbara Crampton the first time, and I was like, "That's not Barbara Crampton." I don't know.
Oh, that's funny.
I was like, "I know that's not her because she played."
To be fair, only you would know that.
Yeah, I was like, "That does not look like her." For one, she looks a little too chunky to be her. No knock on her.
Not my Barbara, you piece of shit.
But yeah, I just thought that was kind of funny. Like, I think Tom Hannafan already like, wait a minute, I don't think I. Then they kind of like try to make us forget that he messed up or whatever. Yeah. And he's like, oh, now we're with Barbara Crampton.
All right. Do we have anything else?
I don't see.
Oh my God! TNA posted an amazing. Oh no, Slater himself posted it. Oh my God! This picture is incredible. Well, I'll put this as the second picture that we use.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God! He looks like. Wow, that's insane. Okay. All right. Guess that's it for us, right?
Yeah, I don't have anything. I know, like, usually when we do these reviews of like these tentpole shows or whatever, they're usually not a lot of news because so much is focused on the main show here. With we did have a pretty. We'll mention it did have a pretty good go home show to this.
Oh yeah, better than most. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a pretty solid episode. We did catch that. We just not reviewing it because we usually do one a week on these.
Yeah, it would be silly, I feel like, to talk about Impact and then...
Yeah.
Unless it's 2-1 like Unbreakable was, which I did not like at all. That was so tiring.
I'd like to make a comment, though. Like last week I said we'll be doing a preview of Rebellion, and I was like, oh shit, we only did like one a week. So I was like, oh fuck, we can't do a preview. We would have had to do one before this week. So
also, I'm just looking at this picture now before we leave. Boflex. I don't know. That seems like a cool thing, no?
Oh yeah. Then it was like front and center.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, it's right on that. It's not in the ring, but it's like it's like Anthem, and then there's Boflex, and then there's the cool commercials, which I've seen a lot of people enjoy. Like it's like what is it called? The not a health update, injury update.
Oh yeah, I did see that. They did like 2 or 3 of those.
Yeah, it's like a Boflex thing. It's cool. I don't know. They're getting paid for it. You know what I mean? It's a sponsor. Yeah. It's a cool sponsor. It makes and they've put. Yeah, I'm wondering. It's like they put the sponsor into the show, which I love.
Yeah, then I think
it's very hard to do. It's very hard to do. And today's show is sponsored by WrestleVoice, the greatest goddamn wrestling website in the history of the universe. The only voice that matters. WrestleVoice. Okay, go ahead.
And I do think Boflex maybe Joe Henry was supporting the company by wearing that elastic thing.
Oh yeah, okay.
For the Gator Cup thing, so maybe that was a bit of a plug. I didn't know.
Yeah,
maybe too.
About that probably. Okay, we got 1 minute, so let's get the hell out of here. Everyone, see you next week. Leave us comments and go bash and do the right thing and go bash Busted Open for us. Thank you.
Yeah, and we'll be back also to do the tapings from Irvine, California. We're bound for not bound.
Yeah, and WrestleVoice should have spoilers on that, so check it out.
Yep.
See you soon.
Catch you next week.